Right, let's get to this one. Can I have a socket in my showroom? Yeah, of course, you can put one there and there. Lovely. No one joking, I'm changing it into a utility room. Right, let's get cracking now. There's no local points in this one, no sockets nearby anywhere, so we've got to come from the fuse board on the outside in conduit. Customer doesn't want no mess inside. Less as possible, it's all been decorated. So what we'll do is we'll do it in black conduit. You get a new 20 amp circuit fed in now, straight from the fuse board. Okay, 20 I'll put in there. Just going to put it next to this air brick because we're definitely not drilling anywhere near that with the state of it. Customer knows that that's loose, so they're going to end up getting that repaired at some point. Need repointing up, rebedding with some mortar. So we get the end box marked up, and probably for the next couple of minutes of this video we'll just get some markings out for the conduit and the saddles. Love using the Milwaukee M12 gear at the moment. Don't use 18 volt much. Only using it when we're chasing out and doing first fixes on rewires and whatnot really. I mean, if you look at the state of the M12 impactor there, that gets a bit of use. I mean, anything's an hammer if you haven't got one to hand. Get roughly marked up. Actually, just get some holes drilled now, ready for the saddles to go on. We space them quite close in the corners just so it looks neat. And then the actual spacing on the lengths, we always do 600mm. No bigger than that with black conduit. It's got a tendency to sag in the warmer weathers. So the more saddles you put in, the less chance that's going to happen. So we're going just up to the top of this little flower bed, concrete flower bed. Then we'll be coming back down on the right to the meter box, and then, because we want it just underneath the step, so it's right out of sight. So we'll be doing that. Nearly 600 measured there, back down to there. Yeah, nice and plumb with the spirit level. There we go, bangling the lines. Get those drilled, get some red plugs in there. Tap tap taparoo. That's what they do now, is put the saddles right up to the bottom of that ledge. Just to get the height, and then we'll drop the level across. Get that bang on. Mark ourselves a nice line, and then this is where we'll start getting the 600 gap between each saddle, just so it looks aesthetically pleasing. Yes, we'll get that the same distance on the corners so that looks right, and then we'll start the 600s. There we go, so we'll just mark all these out all the way. Speed this up a bit. Trap plant out the way, and then get that damaged. There we go. Then mark the heights, put it right up against on that one. Get all these holes drilled again. So it's like adding a couple of sockets into what's going to be converted to a utility. It sure did take quite a bit of time. But if you want it to look anything like it, you need to take your time on these things, get it nice and level. Many fixings as possible. That is a spam call, we don't answer them. Do you want a website building? No, I don't. I'm at work, go away. I'll call you back never. Get all these saddles prepped. And it's not all excited electrician. We have to do some of this boring stuff as well. I'll get all these saddles on. At least the weather held out this day. Last week I recorded this one, but you know, I'm getting the time to edit and everything else takes time. Plus we've had these to all of this there. I've had 2 minutes to I think. But we'll be trying to do 1 video a week, I'd say. To my massive audience of 60-something views on the last video. So I hope you all love it. Get all these saddles in now. Extra speed this up a bit. Don't need to lose interest. You probably already have. There we go, we've got the old cable reel there, they're brilliant now. So we're feeding the cable through the conduit first 3 metre length. Get this in some form of a place and get the cable to where we need it with enough slack. Actually, what I like to do is I like to get it in the conduit, get the bends on, feed the cable through the bends before you put it on. Just makes life so much easier. If you put those bends on the wall, then you're trying to feed that cable through that bend. You got no chance, unless you're wiring in singles. So it's really nice. We'll get it through the bend first, then put it onto the conduit. Just get that first little saddle on, just so we know where we're at. Get that roughly measured off. I think it was about 3 metres inside into the board. Like go straight to the meter cupboard there. About where the fuse board is. There we go, just drop some conduit in, do some more. Get some measurements. Get the grinder out. A bit excessive for plastic conduit, but I find it saves so much time than messing about with a little axle. Now we've got the coupler on there, so we'll push that one up. Some more saddles just twisted on. We haven't put the screws in the saddles yet, we should get it all level and nice first. It's probably done most of the conduit at this point. Yeah, really, you'd pull them up, we've pulled them screws in now. Little fiddly things. I probably edited loads of those out because we're constantly dropping them. Especially under that step, that was a bit of an awkward one. Yeah, edited that out. There, the plumber absolutely charged customer a big chunk of money to smash the crap out of that tile so that porcelain butchers have been in, and then just blew it back in like a jigsaw puzzle, and off you went. So at the porcelain bit out here, just trying to open up a 10mm hole just to get the cable through it before I send the 6mm drill bit. Always go through the 6mm long bit first because well, that does, it stops from blowing the brick on the outside, and there we go. We're at now brick blown, and then we send the 10mm through after that. 12, and we always go up. We don't just start with a 20mm or whatnot, because you're just going to blow the face of that brick. So you go get this level. Some more conduit saddles. Nice and level there. The end box. These are mega fast cutters, they're brilliant. I've had them for probably about a year or so now. Obviously they're broken, I've had new ones since, but I've been using them for about a year. And I don't know what I used to do without them, to be fair. Same as that marksman you just seen here. Usually try to pull a pencil through and then see where you've marked that bit of very green paint to show it perfect. Speed this up a little bit. Let's get those 600s in again. Keeping it all uniform throughout. Get the measurement of that conduit. Lord, I'll sped this bit up a bit. We're going to get the cable into that conduit. Then box on, get that through the wall, nice and easy, saddles on. Then what we do is run around some black sealant on the inside. Now that's not going to make much difference to the state of the air brick, but we don't match other people's work, we do our own. So as long as our bit's good, that's all we care about. See the top the other side. Get a bit on the top as well, just so no rain gets in. You know, put the gasket on and then the lid. You know, get inside now with the radio. I'll get that on. Don't worry about that. So now we've just got to get two single flexible patches on. 2 single sockets. Drilled out so I get the cable back in true. Don't worry about the mess, we do over it up, we're not scruffs. Don't care what people say about us electricians. We do know what a brush is and what we do as well. Our company does anyway. So we'll get that cut, get the marksman out again, brilliant with the kit, love it. Get that nice and level. This porcelain was a right nightmare to drill. All my tile bits were blunt, so I had to use 10mm just to get through the tile and then drill it with a 5.5mm SDS. So I must order some new tile bits, but it's one of those things, you don't use them that often, so when you come to use them you forget that you're not ordered them again. Try to get that nice and level. There you go, bang on. Okay, for the pass through the cables to the other socket. There you go, good old marksman again. Scratching around for the hammer, I think I left outside, but when you haven't got the hammer on hand, anything's an hammer, so like I said, let's get that impact towards the hammer. There we go. For some reason both these boxes all of them from the same old size, but they come sort of 2 different tones of white, but being as I'm behind the washing machine dishwasher, it didn't matter too much. Let's get this cable married off for now. But at least we've got some matching sockets. Get these made off. So what we like to do is if we put 2 up together, we'll make some form of floor leads, double the ends over, wire up the floor leads, pass it through the boxes, and it just makes life easier than trying to wire it up in a little confined area down there. Sort of prepping the socket before we wire it in. There we go, pass it through. Get that one screwed up so now it's all tight. Again, it's just a 20 amp radial for washing machine and dryer. Like I said, we like to the 2 separate sockets, 2 singles. We've installed them on a double before, and with the pair output of a dryer and wash machine on the same 13 amp socket, we've seen them melt the sockets. So I always like to put 2 singles. That one in there. Lovely job. Down one screw back now. How's the little white pips that cover the screws? We always chuck them. It was electrician's nightmare. Nice and level. Just give you a little tweak. Well, there we go. See, us electricians, we do know how to clean up after ourselves. There we go. The Milwaukee Hoovers, the 18-volt ones, they're brilliant. Better than carrying a big, bulky Henry around. And when the Henrys have got the uses and whatnot, I mean, you wouldn't want to clean up a house after a rewire with this little Hoover, but they're perfect for these small jobs. There you go, there's a job finished. There's conduit on the outside, all lovely, neat, saddled up. nice and straight all the way around to the edge. There you go, passes through there. Lovely job. Right, don't forget the testing, we've got to get this testing now. Just do a quick ZS, make sure you've got a good earth. You're ready for the minor work certificate. Right, this one's on a B20, so we're looking for anything below 1.74. 0.48 if video's correct. There we go. And we'll see you on the next one. Please like, comment and subscribe. And if you watched it this far, I'll really appreciate it. So yep, cheers, bye.